Live from Midwest Playland, it's the Mr. Interview Show with Nathaniel and Grossart.
Hello, Internet! Ladies, gentlemen, toy soldiers, stuffed animals, I'm pretending as an audience. Let's get comfortable and get ready for the first ever episode of the very exciting Mr. Interview Show. Brian, thank you for that lovely introduction.
Anytime, buddy. Welcome.
I am so excited for this episode. We have for our first guest, my favorite person. You know him from our show, Captain Seaworthy's Adventure Videos. You also probably recognize him from The Bunker. He's this week's Toy Soldier of the Week, Chris Coons. Hey there, Captain. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Alrighty. So, how does it feel to be named Toy Soldier of the Week?
You know, it is such an honor. It really is. I remember the other day, it's the first thing I saw when I woke up, and it put me in such a great mood, and it just hasn't stopped since.
You know, I've always felt that you have a very unique sense of style and an attitude, just the way that you look at the world. It's very punk rock, very rebellious. How do you feel that Toy Soldiers United really fits into that kind of a lifestyle?
You see, it's almost two sides of the same coin. Because on one hand, you've got the fun and the happiness aspect of it, but then on the other hand, there's almost like this anti-establishment, we make our own rules, we're making our own society kind of thing. And with my personal attitudes and ideas, I feel like it just, my personality lends itself really well to that.
So, why make this Captain Seaworthy persona for yourself?
At first, it starts with just the name, and as you know, you go on the website to enlist. That's one of the first things you need, a toy soldier name, and it kind of starts out as something to just identify yourself, who you are in the bunker. But at least for me, somewhere along the lines, it became like you said, a persona, and I feel like when I'm Captain Seaworthy, I feel more comfortable, like, being myself and letting my silly side out.
How do you feel that Toy Soldiers Unite helps people such as yourself express their own form of individuality?
Well, I'm pretty awkward and, kind of weird, and a lot of other soldiers we're all kind of weird. And whereas in our everyday lives, it's hard for us to let our weirdness out for fear of judgment or being stigmatized. In the bunker, we embrace that because it's part of who we are.
Chris, you're a master of many arts, writing, Microsoft Paint. Why is it that you chose videos as your main outlet?
Well, mostly why I leaned towards the videos was because you remember back in high school, there was always some sort of video project going on for this or for that. So I guess a lot of it is just that it's familiar to me. I like to think that I'm good at it. I'm very knowledgeable about all this stuff. So when it comes to making propaganda, that's just like the default where my mind goes. It's like, oh, videos, I know this.
Chris, whatever life goals you may have, how do you feel that Toy Soldiers helps you move forward to reaching these goals?
At this point, I really don't have a whole lot of life plans. For the longest time, I was looking at college and thinking about career choices. I got pretty stressed out because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. And now that I'm super involved in the TSU and making these videos, just this is like what I'm doing right now. Because originally when I made the first couple episodes, I didn't plan for all of this to like balloon out, but this is just where it's ended up, and I'm just taking things one step at a time and, you know, just seeing where it goes.
I've only been a Toy Soldier for a short amount of time, but I've gotten to know a couple of really cool guys. Gonzo, for one. Copper. I'm loving all the stuff he's doing. What are your personal thoughts and feelings about how Toy Soldiers help each other and grow together?
Even though a lot of the other Toy Soldiers I haven't met in real life, and they all live very far away from me, I still feel very close to them. A lot of them I do consider very good friends. One thing I do really like is that even though all of us are kind of doing our own thing, you know, there's like us making the videos, there's Copper just starting out making his videos, and then Gonzo collecting all these stories. I like that, you know, some people have reached out to me and, you know, for our help, and we've asked help of other people. I like that everything that's going on is just like connected, and we're creating like this whole Toy Soldier lore almost. I think it's really cool how all of that is coming together.
And we work fairly hard on some of these projects. 6, 7, and 8 was quite a large undertaking for us and got a little stressful there at times. But all in all, do you feel accomplished making these videos?
Good.
Yes, I absolutely do feel accomplished, because I put so much work and effort, so much of myself into these videos, and not only do I follow through with all of these plans, but the end result is something that I can look back at and, you know, really enjoy. I really like the stuff that I make, and the fact that other Toy Soldiers like it and want to help me and want me to help them, it just makes it so much better. That something I just do for fun is making a difference.
Now, you spend an awful lot of time in the bunker making videos with me, and a lot of this time you spend in a persona that's very much like you, but slightly different, Captain Seaworthy. I'm just wondering, where does the Captain end and Chris Coombs begin?
As time has gone,
Where did it go?
fuck you.
Wish.
Okay. As time has gone on, it's kind of gotten harder and harder to tell, actually, because it's like the more time goes on, the more blurred that line between Chris and the Captain becomes. I will say that when I am the captain, I'm a lot more comfortable in most situations. Like, when I'm just hanging out in the bunker and I'm talking to people, I can really let my silly side out that I kind of have to constrain in my real life. And another thing is, there are times making these videos where it kind of gets stressful for me and I get nervous because I'm just, trying to be myself on camera, act natural. But when I'm pretending to be the captain, it just makes it all go away. I just feel more comfortable.
All right, Chris. Here's the real one. What everyone tuned in to hear. One simple question. Why are you a toy soldier?
Now, before I got back into the TSU and started to be really active, for the longest time before that, I was just really depressed a lot, and I was generally just in a really bad place. But that all really started to change once I started to get really involved in the TSU. And I don't know if there's one really exact point that I can say this is when it changed, but it's just been a very gradual thing to where now I'm just I'm a lot happier. I'm in a good mood almost all the time. And even when I have those rough days, it doesn't really take me much to pick myself back up. I'm really able to just regain this and be happy. And I really owe all of that to, being able to express my creativity and, making all of these awesome friends. I just generally become a lot more accepting of myself, and I'm very happy with who I am. And it's just, I feel like the TSU had a large role in me bringing myself to where I am.
All right, Chris, one final question. If you can, in one word, sum up what Toy Soldiers United means to you, which one would you pick?
If I had to go with one word, love. Yes, love. Because, you see, making all these videos and, various other propaganda and all of that stuff, it makes me happy to do it, and I love doing it. The whole process of everything, it's just so great. And I also say love because that's what I feel for all of my other soldiers, for everything that you've helped me get through, both individually and just this organization as a whole. But, just talking to people, having all of you there for me in those rough moments, it really does mean a lot. And again, for everything that I've been able to work myself through, just because I'm a part of this wonderful organization, it's something that I can't even put into words how much I appreciate it. But I will say that I'm in a much better place than I was before the TSU. And, I love all of you for just helping me get myself to that place.
Thank you, Captain. It has been a pleasure getting to interview you.
Anytime. I had a boatload of fun.
Internet, this has been the Mr. Interview Show. Thank you for tuning in, Digital Bunker. We hope to see you next time.